second hour, we're going to be dealing with who?
Queen
Africa.
Fire Mama.
There you go.
Africa.
But we're going to concentrate this first hour here on Etana. Beautiful voice.
Yeah,
Still
man,
I
big
Rise.
tune to I Rise.
Absolutely.
She was born for this.
Absolutely demonstrating that she was born for this.
Bedford town she come from too, you know.
Yeah, well, she's an Augustown woman. You know, the land of Bedford, the man who, as the media had it, said he wanted to fly. You know, the Rastaman them the other day made the point that this was one of the early Rastaman, and it was propaganda.
Disinformation.
Augustown, one of the solid products of Augustown.
Born Shauna Mackenzie.
Absolutely.
And the name Etana, if you didn't know, is Swahili and it means a strong one.
In fact, which was the title of one of our albums, which we're going to touch on a couple of tunes. But she's been in the business for a little while, God, eh?
Yep. Not just for a little while. She's been around for quite a while now. Almost 2 decades.
Absolutely.
Just as we've been doing this for 2 years.
2 years without realizing how quickly time flies. And she pointed that out.
Half of the music yet.
Yeah, but she pointed that out, that, you know, after so many years, I think after 10 years in the music, she decided that she wanted to, you know, be more involved with the production of our music. So in addition to writing our songs and so on, she, you know, is producing our work. And, you know, a topic we touched on earlier, that a lot of our musicians fall by the wayside. I said the other day, we have to pass around the hat to get money to help out one of our artists who had some, you know, what was it? He had a stroke.
Medical issue, yeah.
Yeah, without getting into personalizing, you know, but the industry, well, some members in the industry came together and think. And this is where we really want to use this program today, to sensitize people that, you know, the talent is there, but the talent have to avail itself to the technology, have to avail itself to the knowledge that abounds within the industry. Music is a knowledge-based industry, and if you're not operating from a position of knowledge, and you're not operating from a position of strength.
And it's called IP, intellectual property rights.
Absolutely, because as she pointed out, listening to an interview with her, she said, you know, she realized after the first 10 years in the music business, she had nothing to show for it in terms of album, any kind of remittances that was coming her way. And then she realized, because when she reached out, she get a statement with a 0. And, you know, because the promoters and the, you know, all production people saying, all of this is costs and them have to recover them costs. And, you know, one of the tragedies of the business, but we're going to deal with that on a different cover. Today, though, we're going to get a feast of music from the voice and, you know, exposing the talent of Etana. Mr. G.
One of the songs that I mean, everybody else talk about, the song that busts her. And I can tell you this, as someone who lived in Kingston too, there are a couple of zones in Kingston, St. Andrew, that once the employer sees that number, Kingston 11, Kingston 13, Kingston 2, Kingston 12, it's almost like you can't just go back home in your yard. Yep. So she wrote a song regarding that experience coming out of Augustown, Wrong Address. Yes, Wrong Address, Augustown, and Strong Jamaican Woman.
You know, typical of where we're coming from in terms of the music, you know, that we sometimes lose sight of the fact that the value of our music is the messaging that comes from it. In fact, if we're looking from a biblical perspective, we talk about prophets, but most, you know, artists like these are prophesying, if you will. They're laying the groundwork for telling the stories of where we're coming from. Augustown, most of us as inner city youth, I'm an inner city youth, come from Kingston too, in fact. If you tell anybody, you put that on an application for go any kind of job, you can forget it. The only job you probably could get is a police work or you a security guard somewhere with that kind of address. Because that's how the society typecast and it puts people in these little boxes and it's not allowing you the opportunity to come out. And so it's another explanation for the value of our music.
We don't want no trouble, assuming that because you come from that address.
Because you come from Kingston.
Violent and, whatever. But
it's unfortunate, but that is the nature of the society that we live in. And here is Etana in the 21st century, and these lyrics are still applicable. These are lyrics that you would have said were coming from Trenchtown in the 70s and
60s.
Denham Town and Tivoli and so on. But the fact is these are the labels that the society attach to things, and what it does is that it holds you down, and whether people want to like it or not. And people say, boy, taking a political position, but the truth is, our politics, regardless of which side of the political gang you come from, they help to create and to maintain that kind of stature. And the only way we can get rid of it is with education and providing people with opportunity for exposure. Yes, guys.
No, she lived here in Florida after leaving Jamaica, lived in Florida for a while. As part of a group called GIFT. There was a group brought up by Universal Records. And, she decided she was going to move back to Jamaica because one of the things that the kind of revealing outfits that were demanded of her to wear.
Skimpy.
She was like, no, I'll go back on my yard. So she went back home and started a business, and she just couldn't leave the music. Spent some time as backup singer for Richie Spice.
Right.
And the management team for Richie Spice loved her so much, they encouraged her to have a solo career. And the production for some of those songs, Wrong Address, Augusttown, Jamaican Woman, part of, very, as Richard says, a very strong songwriter. And she's phenomenal. One of the songs that stood out to me is on the rubber dub rhythm. Richie Spice had a song called The Plain Land, a song, I Am Not Afraid. And that's one of the songs I want to kick off again.
Hi there. If you enjoyed that clip, go on over to our website at yardmedia.com, where you can watch the entire broadcast at your leisure. And while you're there, why don't you check out our other reggae music features? And before you leave, pick up some of our Jamaican reggae merchandise, and hey, don't forget to tell your friends.
My name is Garth, otherwise known as Big G.
My name is Richie Blackford.